He's finally come out the darkness, and he's going to shed some light on us about the Nintendo Switch, especially for those who are having a hard time finding one right now. I'm sure you guys are looking forward to hear what he has to say, because I'm excited to share the news with you guys too. If you like videos like this, make sure you hit the like button. But let me get to the point here. I'm sure you guys can't wait to hear what Mr. Furukawa has to say, especially that he finally has some news for us. And make sure you guys stay tuned for the whole video to understand what is going on. And officially I'll be doing that free giveaway contest, and I'll let you guys know all the details on how you can be a part of that giveaway. And make sure you're a subscriber to join. And later on, I'll show you exactly what I will be giving away. And again, it's a token appreciation for you guys. Thank you guys so much for being part of the fan band. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here today. So please let me know down in the comments below of what kind of videos you expect from me upcoming or so forth, or what you want to see me to do. Alright, so enough about that giveaway. You guys are here for that news. So, what does Shuntaro Furukawa has to say? So the president of Nintendo was in Kyoto, Japan, in the shareholders meeting, and he was there to talk about the current situation and future situations for Nintendo. Mr. Furukawa admitted that he was able to keep production up and upkeep enough for all the supplies for Nintendo Switches that were demanded in the stores. Mr. Furukawa wants to let everybody know that production is getting more normal and normal each day, which is a really good sign, because then more than likely you might see that Nintendo Switch go into your store soon. But the wonderful thing is, he says he sees everything becoming more normal, especially in the summertime. And we're already in the summertime as it is now. So of course you're probably noticing more Switches or more stock in your local stores, but maybe you just haven't gotten there in time. But if you keep looking and don't give up, I'm sure you'll get your Nintendo Switch. Have you guys seen it in the store, or were you lucky enough to pick up a Nintendo Switch? Make sure you let me know in the comments down below. Let everybody else know, especially in the fan band, because they're all looking for the Nintendo Switch, and we all know how hard it was to pick one up. And let them know how much it was worth waiting to actually get a Nintendo Switch, because it's the best feeling ever when you actually have that console in your hands. And Mr. Furukawa also wants to let you guys know that he knew it was a big opportunity that was missed on his part, and it was his fault because so many scalpers got their hands on it. That's something Nintendo of course wants to avoid. He wants to make sure he keeps his consumers happy. He wants to keep everybody happy. Mr. Furukawa also wants to apologize to everybody who is having such a hard time finding a Nintendo Switch in their stores. And he understands the heartache that is going on out there in the Nintendo community. So he's doing everything in his power to make sure that production goes more back to normal. So you'll be hearing from him hopefully a lot more often now. So I get it. I mean, everybody's stuck at home and everybody wants to play video games. I mean, even now you probably have new people that never video gamed before and now became gamers. So Nintendo knows that if they're unable to keep up with demand, they understand that there's more newer and more powerful consoles on the way. And they know it's going to be tougher to compete with them. Slowly but surely, you're going to see everything pop up in the stores. It's just tough to get the demand, and especially that you're probably hearing about second lockdowns possible. And we all know that's very possible. But hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon. And I hope you get your console even before then. There's one more thing. I just got to say personally myself, and maybe you have noticed it as well. But I gotta say, GameStop is unbelievable to what they do. I mean, they're supposed to help out the gamers, not make it hard for them. And when these Nintendo Switches become more readily available, of course they want to upcharge $500 or $600 for bundles they create, because they know how much of a shortage they are of Nintendo Switches. So if there's a possibility, try to avoid shopping at GameStop and try shopping somewhere else, where they'll treat you fairly, where you're not forced to buy a bundle and you get to pick out what you want, because that's not right. And again, of course, GameStop's has never changed over the years. They pay you 50 cents for a used game that probably came out a week ago. I get they're hurting for money, and I know the revenue's hurting, but you don't affect the consumers because they're never gonna really want to shop from you again after that. You're gonna get them one time, and that's probably it, because they know you're ridiculous in what you charge. So try not to purchase stuff from GameStop. And it's completely wrong. I know I'm ranting. Let me get to the point. I know you want to know about Shuntaro Furukawa and what he has to say about Nintendo. Mr. Furukawa apologizes about how hard it is to get the console in stores. He's doing everything in his power to have it delivered to your local stores. So he's trying to catch up in production, and things are becoming more normal. So it sounds like things are getting better. But of course, you gotta hear everything he has to say. So because he came out with this statement to his shareholders, he also is gonna say something that you guys are probably not gonna be too much of a big fan of it. And of course the truth hurts, but he's gotta let everybody know. I understand how hard it is to create something or create production if you don't have enough staff to do it, to create these switches. And of course that's why the lockdowns kind of affected the whole Switch production, the whole lineup, and you're unable to get your Switch because of it. We understand that as consumers. You might not have enough people to create Switches, but what we really want from them, what we really want from Nintendo is just a statement and keep us updated on exactly what's going on with production or what's going on with the units, if they're getting shipped out or not, because it's good for us to know. That way we can go out and get the product that we wanted. We want a Nintendo Switch, that's the whole point, right? I mean, how much happier would you be to hear back from Nintendo if they actually said something every other day or something? It doesn't have to be daily, that's a little bit excessive. At least update us every once in a while to let us know how everything is going with the company. If you agree with that, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. It's a shame that issue just like this whole production issue with Nintendo, with the shipments, is if they would just let us know exactly what's going on, then we probably wouldn't be affected by it so badly, or we wouldn't feel so badly about it, I should say, because if we don't hear anything, it sounds like they don't really care. But let me get to his point. Let me get to Mr. Furukawa's point here. Now, if a second or third wave happens to every one of us, and if it does happen again, he does say it may affect the units again. Of course, that's understandable because you don't have the manpower to create Nintendo Switch now. And now if that does happen, it's not only going to affect Nintendo, it's going to affect Sony, Microsoft, and even game publishers. Just to give you an idea how bad it is, they're going to delay Super Nintendo World in Universal Studios that was supposed to be released in Japan of summer 2020. But guess what? It's getting delayed until summer of 2021. If you guys are looking for a Switch now, make sure you hit the card right above my head, because I tell you the secrets on how you can get a Switch during times like this. And you're practically guaranteed to get one if you just follow everything I say in that video. Make sure you watch the whole thing to get to know exactly the steps that you need to take to get a Nintendo Switch. Now I want to give away this to you guys, this awesome YouTube pop figure here. I'm going to be giving this out to one of you lucky subscribers out there. I'm very appreciative to you guys to getting me up to 600 subscribers. All you have to do is go down to the description down below, and I'll have a link there for how you can sign up and be part of the giveaway to get YouTube pop figure. And hopefully you're the lucky one who gets it. I really appreciate it. Make sure you share this video. And this contest will end on July 13th. I started the entry as soon as this video opened up, and I hope you guys really like this. I just figured this is something that everybody likes. Who doesn't like Mewtwo? He's personally my favorite Pokemon character, is Mewtwo, and he's the best. The contest is really simple and it ends July 13th. I will announce the winner then. All you have to do is sign up down below. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it. If you enjoy content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell for all the newest updates. Make sure you follow my Twitter handle down here. Other than that, this is Chris Mizo signing out. Thank you guys so much for watching.